Now we are entering into the topic of medical tourism. Then what is medical tourism? Just tell me what is medical tourism. Earlier it was the tourism. Okay, when we were 90s kids, we will be just looking for tourism. Whatever the way for the school will be arranging some tourist places. So we will be just packed into the school bus. Okay, so for that we need to maintain the discipline, and we will be visiting all the places like temple, churches, and other beaches and all. We will be coming back. Okay, so no issues. Now the everything been diversified, even the medical degree, engineering degree, and whatever it is. Okay, for each of I mean the diversification of departments happens. Okay, so earlier the Ayush was the department of Ayush. It was, but now it is elevated into the full-fledged ministry, Ayush ministry. Okay, right, like that. Uh, I mean, diversification happens everywhere. Okay, in all the department of government. Okay, right. Let it be. So how the Ayush systems happen? So before dealing that, we can club with the medical tourism, and we can complete this issue. It is called medical tourism, natural tourism, eco tourism, forest tourism, heritage tourism. There are a lot of tourisms actually. So there are difference between the tourism and picnic actually. Is the What is the difference between picnic and tourism? Basically, you people can answer. What is the difference between picnic and tourism? Picnic is generally occurs with the family members and for a period of short time. Okay, so within a day they will be visiting nearest place or importance of temple and other cultural heritage sites, and they will be coming back. They will be back home by the evening. So this is what a picnic. Okay, for example, if you happen to be in Coimbatore and you are visiting Ooty, then come back within a day. That is called a picnic. Tour is nothing but a tour will be happening along with the friends. Okay, and for a longer period, for 6 months tour, 7 months tour, 7 day, 3 months tour. Even for example, whenever the Indian cricket team visiting the Australia, they will be calling as Australian tour, not the Australian picnic. Okay, right, let it be the same thing happens. So picnic is short period and the tourism is a long one. So that is why we call as a medical tourism. Then what is medical tourism? For the purpose of getting treatment into other countries or other states. Okay, other states from your home, or apart from your home district, you are visiting some other nearest state or nearest country for getting treatment done. That is called medical tourism. Okay, India is rich in India, one of the giant of medical tourism. And why it is happening, why the medical tourism is happening in India, and what is the medical tourism, how the government of India seeing the medical tourism as a sunrising sector. You know what is the sunrising sector? It is nothing but it is an emerging sector. Okay, we can say it's like how the artificial intelligence and the big data and metadata are emerging nowadays. So the same thing happens in case of medical tourism. Okay, right. Why the medical tourism happens? The content is not displayed in the medical tourism content is not displayed here. Okay, that I will be supplying as I will be supplementing with you some some other authenticated documents later. Okay, now I am asking, okay, why the India is uh, good for, why the people around the world is seeing the India as one of the best destination for medical tourism? That is a question, big question, and this can be asked in all the papers and essay also. So there is a very important topic. You need to understand the structure. I already told you medical tourism is nothing but for the purpose of getting the treatment. We need to visit some other country. That is called medical tourism. Okay, fine. Then what is why what is the reason for medical tourism in India? It is nothing but, for example, India is a colonial country where the British is dominant, and we are learning the English, and we speak English, and professionally almost all the education is happening in English, higher education. So we people are better. Okay, so compared to, I already told you, India is a country with the largest number of English speaking population, where the people's mother tongue is not English. So like that, we simply organize, for example, historically, British student, they were giving the rationalistic education where the social taboos and other myths will be eliminated out of the science, introduction of science. So English speaking and is one of the biggest reason for our industry. And the medical education has been promoted by the presidencies, British presidency like Bombay, Kolkata, and other, I mean Chennai, I mean Madras presidency. And even the Madras Medical College, MMC, been established even before the independence. Okay, so like that they started giving some medical knowledge, okay, authenticated medical research based knowledge into the eastern country like India. So that is one of the reason. So British lineage is one of the reason. And the second thing is our doctors are well equipped. Okay, they are English speaking population, nurses are English speaking population. Second thing. And third thing is simply geographically we are near the middle income countries like eastern side of Southeast Asia, consisting of some 60 crore population, residing in some 13 countries, including Laos, Myanmar, Thailand. Okay, right, let it be that one. Then the western side is Africa, some 3,000 kilometers away, and Arab countries. They are rich in money. They are rich in other oil resources, and they are making money out of it. And they are also ready to spend a lot of money, whatever it is. So Africa is a middle income country, nearest. So in the English speaking population, so people instead of going for Europe and other America and for treatment, they are simply flying to India and they are getting treated. Okay, for minor surgeries and major surgeries. Okay, and it is a three for from Sudan Khartoum to Mumbai. It is hardly some 4 hours of flying hours apart. So Mumbai and Khartoum, it is the capital city of Sudan. So it is hardly some 4 hours of flying hours, 4 hours apart from flying. Okay, so it is easy for them to come into India. Okay, and moreover, here there are a lot of, for example, government of India, public-private partnership. So major cities like airport, for example, our domestic airport like Chennai, then Hyderabad, Bangalore. These are all the cities where it is India is hosting many international airport where the arrival and the departure happens with the other African countries and all. So from there, people are arriving and they are simply getting treatment. And moreover, it is, I mean, the major hospitals like Apollo and other Fortis, then Chettinad Hospital. They are equipped with the with the well sound knowledge doctors, and they have some experience on par with the US doctors and other, because they have done their master degree in UK and US. uh, they learn, I mean, those people who are visiting UK and US for higher education of medical education, then they receive they gain some knowledge, and they are familiar with those operating procedures and instruments, handling the instruments and all. So they are coming back to India and they are establishing their own clinic. So world level treatment can be available uh, in Indian soil. So it is, for example, the private sector. I already told you in the secondary prevention area, the private sector is playing more. So due to the medical tourism and the foreign inflow of tourists, also the secondary sector also thriving. Okay, so those people who are just sneezing in Sudan will not be coming to India simply. Okay, but when they are suffering from other ailments and higher ailments, only they are flying to India. So the secondary sector has to taken care of. So that is why the government of India is taking care of the secondary sector for the people of India, Republic of India. But the private sector also serves for the local people and for the foreign people, abroad people. Okay, so that is the biggest advantage of tourism sector and other one. And one more is those people who are ready to give money for the treatment purpose. Okay, nearly it is the difference for currency level is some 8 times. For example, if you are undergoing some surgery in India for some 3 lakhs rupees, means in US it is some 15 lakh rupees, nearly 5 times more higher than that of Indian money. So people want to reduce their money spending, so they are visiting India and landing and getting treated. Okay, so these are the one thing. And another one is government sector. From the government sector, politically we are all stable. Politically we are stable. For example, we are not like an Afghanistan. We are nearly, though we are occurring with we people are occurring with different religion and caste, creed, and other domestic variations. We are clubbing together. We are a melting pot actually. So simply by after getting treatment, and they are just extending the visa, and they will be within the visa time, and they will be roaming all around the India and all across the India, and they will be getting back. So this is, they are just using it for tourism purpose also. Okay, after getting the treatment, when they become recouped and they just they realize their health is back to normal and they are just roaming. So further, the government of India yielding some money and other income out of those activities. Okay, so that is one of the reason. And the cheapest way, okay, I already told you, with high quality doctors. and high quality doctors with least money. Okay, so that will be the pulling point and magnetic point for other country peoples to get treated in India. And one more thing, another one is I'm just linking with the Ayurveda is nothing but, for example, India is a land of many nations. India is a country of many nations. Nation is nothing but, I already told you, it's a sense of belongingness. Okay, some people, the people should think that somehow we are connected, like a language or religion or like caste, some region, whatever it is. But they should think. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, right. Just we are resuming. Okay, so India, I was talking about India is a country of many nations, I told, and each people were having their own traditional way of healing. Okay, so traditional bone setters we could see, but it is not authentic and all. Just I'm saying for a different culture, for the preservation of their health, they simply maintained um, their tradition. Okay, over the health first of all. Okay, fine. Then what else? What else will be the deciding factor? And I already told you that Ayush system like Ayurveda, Unani, then yoga, Siddha, and homeopathy should be seen as a complementary to each other. So some diseases can be cured with allopathy and some diseases with the Siddha and all. So here the very world class system, okay, and you cannot see these kind of many mode of healthcare system anywhere in the world. Okay, that may be the traditional way, but it is officially recognized and very scientific mode of proven method you cannot see anywhere else. So this is the biggest advantage of India, where you can see the Ayush treatment. So if at all you are coming for some diseases, and your lifestyle will be taken care of, and your lifestyle will be modified even after the surgery and other treatments and all. So that brings some sort of sheerness and healthiness to the people. Okay, so that is also one of the reason. For example, if you are undergoing some treatment in Chennai, then you are flying to Kochi and other you are just going for some Ayurveda in Kerala, then that will be complimentary. Okay, and you are just flying back to north and you are going for yoga treatment. For example, some methodological yoga will be curing some sort of diseases. So these will be occurring as a complementary to each other. First of all, so these are all the advantages. I mean, India's destination, India becoming the best destination for medical tourism. Okay, right. So government of India, I think FDI, 100% of FDI in allowing the medical tourism. I think these are one of the sunrising sector. I told you. I'm not sure about this fact, but I'm somehow somewhere else I have read. I think so. Let's see. Okay, okay. Uh, Medical tourism. Okay, so for this authentic some yeah, you have asked for earlier. You have raised some question. Some postgraduate Ayurvedic doctors can be doing the surgery. Okay, right? I need some opinion regarding that. I will be giving my opinion. I need some opinion, public. I mean, expert opinion on it. Okay, then after that I will be telling in some other classes. Now, if not the immediate next one. Okay, right? I need to tell. Okay, naturopathy, Unani, and other things. Okay, that's it. So these are all the issues, medical tourism, and I'll be giving some sample notes and very feeble notes for medical tourism. I'll be sending. Okay, all right, let it be.